Hi, I'm Taylor Vincek, and you're watching the Anchorage School District Alumni Spotlight. I am an Anchorage School District alumni, and I am the Director of Videography for the Chicago Sky and the WNBA. I was a Bowman Bobcat for my elementary school years. My dad, Daryl Vincek, was my principal, and that was a really fun experience. I would go in really early in the morning with him. I'd go to work with him. And then, we'd stay after school because, he was working. And so I'd be in the library or I'd be on the playground. I went to Goldenview Middle School. I have some teachers that I had there that I'm still close with, that I still talk to from time to time. I went to Colorado State University in Fort Collins, and I actually started out as a biology major. Turns out I'm not very good at biology. And I remember just calling my parents and just being so upset, being like, I don't feel, very good about my classes. I am not excited about them. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'll never forget, my mom asked me, she was like, Taylor, what do you love to do? I was like, well, my favorite class in high school was yearbook class. I loved yearbook. Mr. Lynn, he was one of my favorite teachers growing up, and just really kind of instilled that journalism, photography, storytelling piece, in me from a young age. So that's when I started taking journalism classes. And by taking journalism classes, and I took my very first video editing class, and I just fell in love with video editing. It was something it clicked for me. I enjoyed it. I was, pretty good at it. And it was just something that I wanted to work harder on. I had taken, again, another journalism course, and one of my professors was telling the class, it's really hard to work in sports. Everybody wants to work in sports. If you want to do it, you have to be really determined, and, don't be upset if you don't get a job. And I kind of took that a little bit personally. I was like, I love sports, and if I want to work in sports, I can do it. My time with the Denver Nuggets is a time in my life that I will always think really fondly of. I truly grew up I grew up alongside this team as a shooter, as an editor. I was with them for 6 seasons. I was with them during some pretty crazy times. I was with them in the 2020 NBA COVID bubble. So I was with them for, 83 days. I counted every single one of them. When you work with athletes, and it's easy to be like, oh my gosh, Nikola Jokic, the best basketball player in the world, or oh my gosh, Jamal Murray, this is so crazy. I think when you get to know players on a personal level, you really find out that they're normal human beings. I took this job with the Sky, and I'm the director of basketball video, and it's been a really great experience for me to went from a junior producer to now, I get to be a director, and I get to work with younger photographers who are going through the ranks just the way that I did. And I want to help them throughout their career the same way that I was helped by other directors in my time. I was in the Bowman optional program, and they put a lot of emphasis on how to talk to adults, and how to handle yourself in social settings. It wasn't always just pen on paper, doing your classwork. We were out in the community. We were, doing lots of field trips. We were, working with, adults. And I really think that kind of set me up for just kind of the job that I have now is I know how to handle myself in situations where, there's athletes or, front office staff. And it's I'm very confident in my ability to work with all sorts of different kinds of people. You have so many incredible assets around you, and your teachers and your educators. I really truly believe that part of the reason why I've found success in my career is because of where I started. And just vocalizing your dreams and talking about them out loud with people that you care about or people that you trust, and this is where I want to be someday. How do I get there?